Yes, good evening to you, Mrs. Priyanka. It's nice
Yes,
to
good
meet you.
evening. Good evening. How are you? I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. And how was your kite flying festival? Did you celebrate it or not?
No, I haven't celebrated. Yeah,
Okay.
haven't celebrated because in my family we are not doing all these stuff, but we celebrate like we eat some fruits or some different kind of dishes we cook at home only.
Okay, all right. So none of you are a big fan of this festival.
Not like that, like flying kites and all. Yeah, we
Mhm.
celebrate with family only.
All
We
right.
meet our family members. Yeah. So how was your festival?
I just came downstairs from celebrating from on the terrace, and then I saw your message, and I thought, let's do it. Like we have been pondering about this for a long time, so that's let's catch up with Mrs. Priyanka and finally have this conversation.
Right, right. Okay. So since we are meeting first time, so I think we should introduce each other, then we will start our
I
conversation.
know.
I have done masters in finance and marketing, means
Okay,
MBA. Yeah.
all right. Okay, got it.
Mhm. Yeah.
So where do you got this bug for about English? Like,
Um, like it is my hobby. Like since my childhood, I wanted to speak very good English, and English was my favorite subject. So I wanted to speak in this language, but that time there was no environment. I used to study in English medium school, but there is teachers also used to speak in Hindi. So environment was not in English. But when I started preparing for my exam, so that time I thought after clearing my exam, so I have to face interview and interview. I have to speak in English only. So
hmm.
last week I started learning this language like consciously, consciously. I think I have been learning since my childhood. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And how long have you been doing this thing, like the process of learning English consciously?
Yeah, it's been one more than 1 year. Yeah.
All right. And how's the growth on your YouTube channel? Because I know that you run your YouTube channel as well. So,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Yeah, it is going really well. There are more than 2,000 people connected to me. So yeah, I'm
Great.
enjoying. Yeah.
And approximately how many times in a week do you do this kind of conversations?
These type of conversation I do every day, but I upload 3 videos in a week. That is enough for my channel because sometime I have to record for my channel, sometime for others. So this is how sometime I don't have time to upload every day. So I started uploading 3 times in a week. That is more than enough, I think.
So, you are not providing coaching to anyone, like you are just doing for the sake of your passion.
No, no, I have started teaching some students, some beginner. I am helping those
Nice,
people.
great. Good for you. Great.
Yeah, so please tell me about you. I would
Uh,
love to know about you.
yeah, starting with my name, that is Janil. I guess you are acquainted with it. And when it comes to like education, I did my masters, and on top of that, I did several certified courses from various platforms in context of English, spoken English. And I'm also a yoga trainer, so I take one class in the morning, and for the rest of the day, I teach English offline, online. It goes on like that. And recently, I've started uploading this conversational kind of video so that people can get some insights on how to do real life conversation. And I have a good connection with people from different parts of the world also. So
Oh,
sometimes I tend to do conversations with them also.
so are you teacher?
Yeah, I have been teaching for the past 7 years.
Okay. So how was your journey? I would love to know about your journey.
I guess both of us can relate or resonate when it comes to English medium school because I belong to English medium school, but I didn't get that kind of environment that which I was hoping that I would get. So after completion of my school 10th grade, I decided that now it's the high time to join a spoken English class, and that was the turning point. It changed the trajectory of my life. After that, I fell in love with English. I met a very good professor who taught me everything in context of English communication skills and all. And after that, I realized that I have this niche for English language, and I fell in love with English literature. So I did my bachelor's, master's, and now I'm also doing part-time PhD in Mahabharat. So that's all about me.
In Mahabharat.
Yeah.
Wow, it is so unique. I haven't
Yes.
heard about people are doing PhD in this area.
Uh, few people have done it, but they have done it in Hindi or Sanskrit language. Like no one has ever done it in English, as
Mm,
far as I know. So I guess that's what makes it gonna different about my thesis and all, that I'm gonna be doing it in English, and furthermore I would be applying psychological aspects on the characters of Mahabharata. Like if Karna did that kind of thing, why did do it? So this kind of things I would be applying with the concept of Sigmund Freud's theory, id, ego, and superego.
yes, it is also in my management paper one and paper two also in communication. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
I also want to do PhD actually in management subject. So net examination I have qualified, but now I'm preparing for JRF. So maybe this in this attempt I will be able to qualify JRF. So then I will join any PhD course.
Yeah.
Yes. So please tell me more about your interest in Mahabharata. Where did you find interest in
Uh,
this?
I
I,
got it from when I was pursuing my masters. At that time, we had this Bhagavad Gita, interpretation of Bhagavad Gita and all. That was a part of our one of our subjects was Bhagavad Gita. So from that, I got the inspiration that I need to dig deeper into Mahabharata. And the more I got, I started getting the information about it, the more I felt like I need to dig deeper and deeper into it. So that's where when I decided that I want to do something magnificent in terms of Mahabharata. So I thought that after completion of my masters, I'm gonna be doing a PhD in Mahabharata.
Mm. So do you feel it has changed your way of thinking or perception when you started doing PhD in it?
Yeah, definitely. From a very young age, I always used to believe in the concept of karma. So due to that reason, Mahabharat fascinated me because that's where from where the concept of karma has arrived. So
Mm-hmm.
because of that reason, that was one of the reasons I decided to go with Mahabharat. And furthermore, the incidents that took place in Mahabharat, those kind of things. Because of those kind of things, I really got fascinated, and it changed my life, profoundly.
Hmm. And somewhere I want to share with you, somewhere I also feel I want to read that Mahabharata. I have downloaded 2 3 times in my phone, but I was not able to listen to that Mahabharata because sometime I have to prepare my exam, somewhere I have to upload my conversation, I have to handle my channel also, but I am really interested to read Mahabharata or listen to Mahabharata. But some people are saying it is there are some like meaning is heavy and words also are very heavy, so you cannot relate or you cannot understand whole meaning, so you should buy a hard copy. Or in English it is also very difficult because it is not our mother tongue.
No, it's not like that. Yeah, for some people who are not acquainted with English language, there are several words like boon and reincarnation, this kind of words, curses, this kind of words and vocabulary is there.
Mm-hmm.
Hermitage, then I came across such kind of vocabulary. But if you have the knowledge of English, then it's not going to be that much daunting task for you. But
Mm-hmm.
someone who is struggling with English, then it might be challenging for you.
Yeah, I am very interested in these type of things like spirituality and all karma.
Hmm. So yeah, Mahabharat would be a good option for you. You can go with that because you will come across a lot of content which is already available on about Mahabharata.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
be it book, be it podcast on YouTube. So
Yeah, I watched so many. That is why I have developed an interest in it.
nice.
But unfortunately, I'm not able to read that.
But I guess at the end of the day, you are a homemaker also. You have to look after your children. You are doing multiple
I
things.
don't have any kids. No, I don't have any kid. But yeah, because of my preparation, I'm very busy.
Okay, all right.
Not able to listen. But yeah, I will try in this year.
And what are the things that you try to, speaking of trying, how do you try to elevate your skills in English? Do you get the time to do that?
Yes, yes. I find time for my English. I usually spend my day like with podcast. Usually listen to uh, podcast. There is one lady I'm watching her regularly. The name is Sheen Gurib. She is very decent, or she speak really well. So she speaks really well. So I am following her. Or there's so many YouTubers I'm following them because of my like interest in English. And apart from the that podcast, I do conversation every day, sometimes with native speakers, sometimes some beginners, intermediate speaker, but I do practice every day. I never skip any single day without doing practice. Or I read every day.
That's
Reading is one of my hobbies, so I read every day. And sometimes I do write because I don't have interest in writing, but sometimes I feel, yeah, I should write. So I do all the things together, like English, listening, reading, speaking, and writing.
and what kind of books are you into? Like as of now, which book are you currently reading?
Nowadays, I'm reading Atomic Habits. I have read The Secret, The Power of Subconscious Mind, or uh, A Bachelor in Goa. These type
Oh,
of book I read.
nice, great.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
how
I
it.
often say that this thing never rest on your laurels. There is always a room for improvement. So
Right,
as long
right.
as you are innovating yourself, it's all about progress rather than perfection. So,
Yeah.
be it you or be it me, I've been teaching for the 7 years, but still I feel like there is a
Mm,
lot that in which I need to improve myself. So I always
right.
try to, do something which helps me in elevating my skills.
Mm. So, as you are a tutor and you have been teaching 7 years, so can I ask you one question
Sure.
so that who are listening to this video, they can also relate and they can help them?
Shoot, shoot.
Yeah. So sometimes when we connect with in like with any native speakers or anyone who is better than us, so that time we feel hesitant. Even if we know subject completely, we are able to speak. But whenever when it comes to speaking in front of native speakers, we forget all the things. Like why it happens and how we can remove it.
The more you try to get those people around you, the lesser this thing would be happening to you. Like you won't be feeling hesitation if you are doing it on not regular basis, but like once in a week or twice in a week. So if you come across native speakers, like what happens, we are able. There is a stages of English. There are stages of English. When we talk, first of all, we feel hesitation when it comes to speaking with Indian people. Now we surpass that stage. Then comes speaking in public.
Hmm.
Then that stage is also surpassed. Then comes the ultimate stage where we have to connect with native speakers. So that is like, I guess, the top notch stage. So even the best of us feel nervous while doing it because
Hmm.
it's the natural language. They have acquired it, and on the other hand, we are learning it. So it's gonna it happens with all of us. Nothing is wrong with it as long as you are able to convey your message.
Hmm.
And like I personally, what I do is if I know that I'm going to be having a meeting with a native speakers, I tend to do hell of a practice so that I don't fumble when I speak with them or I don't run out of words. So this is the thing that I do. I read a lot. I do hell of a practice. There's two things I tend to do, and then I have a meeting with a native speaker.
And even we can prepare some questions for that conversation, so that we have to make in our mind also how I will answer and how I will ask questions. So in this way, if we start our conversation with confidently, so with confidence, so that
Hmm.
will go really
Yeah,
well.
will happen. That will help you in giving constructive answers. Usually, when a native speaker starts speaking, you feel like I wish I could be speaking like them. But at the end of the day, it's their language. No matter how much, how hard we try, we
Mm.
gonna never achieve that kind of level unless we go there and live for 5 to 6 years.
Yes, yes, you are saying right. And when I want to share my personal experience also, when I used to connect with native speakers last year, that time I was very beginner. So that time I used to prepare whole script what I am going to ask them, and if that person is going to ask me any question, so I always prepare and I do practice before joining the session, and somewhere it helped me a lot.
That's great. Yeah, you must be prepared prior to having a meeting with native speakers. It's not like even though I've been speaking, I have to speak for the entire day. But when it comes to having a meeting with a native speaker, I prepare separately for it.
Right, right. I always prepare. Right now also, whenever I feel, yeah, I have to connect with native speaker or any person who is better than me, so I have to prepare some at least few things for that conversation, so
That
that I'm not going to be fumble. But yeah, it is natural. Sometimes we become fumble because it is not our mother tongue.
Well,
We
in
are
our mother tongue, we don't get that many ideas, right? Even in mother tongue, we have to pause, we have to think about it. It's not like my mother tongue is Gujarati, but I don't remember that I tend to speak as much as Gujarati as I speak in English. So when someone asks me to give a brief, a detailed answer in Gujarati, I fumble a lot because I don't have that much creative process or thought process about constructive sentences. How can I speak for that longer period of time?
right. And in Hindi also, like my mother tongue is Hindi, so in Hindi also sometimes I make mistakes. So there
Yeah,
is no need to worry about English. It is like we have to accept it.
it's natural. Yes, it shows that you are towards progress, and it's okay to make mistakes
Right.
because it's not our language. So even the best of us, even celebrities, if you on YouTube nowadays, I come across a lot of videos in which people try to identify, highlight the mistakes done by the celebrities. So even those people do that.
Right, right. They are making shorts, like they are
Yeah.
catching their mistakes and they are uploading. They are getting a lot of views. Yeah, it happens. People are making mistake. Even they are speaking since ages, but still they are making mistake.
Definitely, definitely. Even I have made I made a lot of mistakes in this conversation also. I feel like that because I'm that tired. I was celebrating whole day and now I'm having this conversation. So my skill today I haven't taken any classes also. So this is
Hmm.
the first time I'm having a conversation with you in English. So because of that reason, sometimes I feel tired. So
Hmm.
English and mind both are sluggish. It does not come out. So it
Yeah.
happens. It's natural.
Yeah. Sometime when we are very energetic, then English, our English is different. But
Speak
sometime we are
English, yes, yes. Because I
same.
was a whole day on the terrace and like the heat was there and everything.
Wanted to connect you because I have seen your
Yeah,
some videos. I go on your channel and then I saw your video. So I thought, yeah, let's have a conversation with him. He's very nice person and he's speaking really well. So let's have a
yeah,
conversation with
I
him.
appreciate that. Just the timing is wrong today, but no issues. I'm trying my level best to, have this conversation, and I hope that our viewers can learn a lot from this.
Right, right. Yeah. So what is next? What you are going to do after this session?
After this session, I guess I'm gonna be resting for a while. I'm gonna
Mhm.
be doing I'm gonna be listening podcast or something. My family is
Mhm.
out there, like relatives are there, so I'm gonna be having a chat with them. So let's see how it goes.
Okay, so yeah, I think now we can wrap up this because you have to enjoy the festival.
Yeah,
So
sure. It was nice having a conversation with you, and I hope that we will connect soon in the future as well.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure. It was lovely talking to you
Like,
and thoroughly I enjoyed. Yeah.
Likewise, same here. Take care, Priyanka ji, and
Yeah.
have a great day ahead.
Bye.
Bye.